Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation. Your brother Hope Elect pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Alright, this video is wisdom and knowledge is needed for stability. Alright, wisdom and knowledge is needed for stability. Alright, so in general, when you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, when you have that wisdom and knowledge, okay, it helps keep you grounded, it helps keep you rooted, it helps keep you stable, okay? When everything around you is shaking, when everything around you is crumbling, no matter what is going on, if you have wisdom, if you have knowledge, and you also have understanding, okay, these things will help keep you grounded, keep you stable, keep you from bugging out. Okay. Ultimately, we know it's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Al Shaddai to keep you from bugging out, but we just talking about in this sense here. Okay. I want to grab this definition of stability. This is the word stability, and it says the state or quality of being stable, especially resistance to change, deterioration, or displacement. Okay, and it says resistance to change, and the scriptures say, "I am the Lord; I change not." Okay, we are to ask for the old paths. All right, the changes that are made here in this world are changes not for the good. They are changes that brings about wickedness. All right, increasing in wickedness. Okay, because the way, the righteous way or the good way is the way of the Lord, the way of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Alright, and when you understand those ways, you'll be stable. Okay, it says deterioration or displacement. Okay, we know that if the fashion of this world deteriorates, okay, it's going to pass away. Alright, it says consistency of character or purpose, steadfastness, reliability, dependability. All right, you have to stay in this thing. You have to keep your eyes single, remain focused. You have to be constant. Okay, remember, when you're dealing with a constant versus a variable, when you get into science, a variable is something that changes. Okay, it varies, whether from day to day, week to week, month to month, hour to hour, minute to minute, second to second. It varies. But then you have what's called a constant. Okay, the constant does not change no matter what environment that is put in. It does not vary. Okay, that constant will remain the same no matter where you put it. Okay, so we must remain the same, and when I say remain the same, meaning keep our faith and our hope in Yahweh Shem Al Shai. Okay, keep that eye single. We must have to remain constant in this belief. Okay, we must remain constant in this truth. All right. So let's get this here. This is Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. This is what title of the video came from. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." Okay, so when times get rough, this wisdom and knowledge of this word will be what helps keep you stable. And strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, that's where your salvation will come from. Matter of fact, let's get this word stability here. It says firmness, fidelity, steadfastness, steadiness. Okay, security, moral fidelity, faith. See that? Steady, truly, truth. Okay? This truth is stability. This truth is stable. And that's why when you talk to people in the world, your opinion or however you feel about things does not change. It does not vary. We are constant. The way we feel about the world and what's going on is the way Yahweh Shema Shai feels about it. What's written in these scriptures is how we feel. Okay? That's why I don't even like people to ask me my opinion. People out in the world, I don't like people to ask me my opinion on what's going on, because my opinion is going to be what's in the scriptures. That's it. You know? It's Proverbs chapter 14, verse 27. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Okay? We know that mass death is coming. Mass casualties are coming. Okay? Mass death, plagues, pestilences, all kind of things are coming. Okay? But the fear of the Lord is a fountain of life. Alright? And this is where your wisdom comes in. You know, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Alright? It's Proverbs chapter 24, verse 3. Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established. Okay? Are we not spiritually building up this house? Through this wisdom. Okay? The elect are building the spiritual temple as we speak. That's what's going on a daily basis. Okay? Is that this house, this temple is being built. Okay? By understanding it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. All right? Through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is how this temple is being built. And through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is how you're going to be stable. Also, through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is how the kingdom of heaven will be built up and established. All right? There's great treasure when you're dealing with wisdom. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Okay? Wisdom will defend you from different things in life. Same thing with money. You know, you get into different situations, money can help you get out of it. But you must have the wisdom to know how to apply the things in which you have, the understanding or the knowledge in which you've gained. Okay? So you can gain riches, but you can't keep them. You gotta have wisdom in order, in order to keep them. You can gain all kind of things in this world, but if you don't have the wisdom to keep it, it does you no good. This is why wisdom is the principal thing. All right? And with all thy getting, get understanding. Let's skip down to verse 19. Wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city. Okay? So, if you got 10 mighty men with no wisdom and one man that has wisdom, he is stronger than those 10 mighty men. Why? I'll give you an example. Okay. If 10 men decide to come and take over my house, okay? 10 men decide to come and take over my house, and I knew that they were coming from the direction of the north. Okay, they were going to attack my house by way of the north. Okay, so they, as a wise man, I go out and I plant some mines. If I have access to some mines, I plant some mines, or I plant some traps by way of the north, because I know which direction they're coming from. I have the wisdom, I have the understanding, I have the knowledge to know that. Okay, so Let's go do that. And they just gonna run right directly into my trap. Okay. And when they do, I have literally overcome those 10 mighty men. They were mighty, but I had greater wisdom than them. So I was able to overcome them. See that? That's just a little, little example there. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 14. There is a little city and few men within it, and there came a great king against it and besieged it and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. Okay. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. This is why you hear the prophets from our apostles on down preaching and teaching his word and looked at as being shit. Looked at as being nothing in the world. Looked at as being bombs, as what they say. Okay? They are looked at as being bombs, but these words in which they are given, which is the words of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, are greater than any words from anyone else in the world. Okay? Whether people want to believe it or not, our apostles are the leaders of Israel right now. Okay? They are, they are putting the information out in the world. All right? Explaining what's going on, filtering it through the scriptures, through the word of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay? But their words are despised. Matter of fact, perfect example. Okay, our apostles have been talking about just the relationship dynamic between the man and the woman. A man needs to be a man. The woman needs to be in her place for the longest. Okay, but these red and blue pill movements and people like Kevin Samuels have come up, and they say it. They get thousands upon thousands of subscribers and views and callings, all kind of things like that. But they don't really talk shit about them too much. You know what I'm saying? But our apostles have been saying it. Okay, a poor man's wisdom is despised. Their wisdom, which was the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai at the end of the day, was despised, and his words are not heard. Matter of fact, let's go to 17. The words of wise men are heard and quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good. See that? Wisdom is better than weapons of war. So think about this. Esau, Edom got their blessing. They got their sword, they got their guns, they got their missiles, they got their tanks, they got their weaponry. Cool. We have the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, which within that wisdom we have the understanding to know that when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. What is that standard? A way of escape, whether it be by way of spiritual powers, whether it be by way of some type of evasive tactic, whether it be by way of pure strength to overpower them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be by way of an angel coming to defend us. A way of escape through wisdom. Okay? Meaning that we have the wisdom, we have the understanding to know that he said he would deliver us. Hey, we got to believe he'll deliver us. It's a promise. Which actually brings me to this scripture here. It's a good one here. It is on Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 65 verse 12. This is it. Yeah, this is it. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. All right, our people not listening. Okay, so the Lord says he's gonna number you to the slaughter. He's gonna bring you to the great slaughter because when he's called, he didn't answer. How is he calling out? Through the prophets, through the teachers. He's calling out to your people. Okay? And they didn't choose him. Verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, the Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. So, when I read this, I believe it. See, they're talking about a food shortage. You know, we know it's going to be a famine of the word, but we also know it's going to be a famine of bread too. But this says, therefore, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. I mean, the Lord said it, so I believe it. So if we serve him, we will be his servants. I mean, we gonna eat. When there's a famine, we gonna eat. If there's not a famine, we gonna eat. If there is a famine, we gonna eat. If you can't get no water, we gonna be able to get water. If they can't get no water, they just can't get no. They shut out of luck. They SOL, as they say. All right, but it says, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Now, when calamity is going on, all hell is breaking loose. How are we gonna be rejoicing? Because we have wisdom and knowledge to keep us stable. That's how we gonna be rejoicing, because we have the understanding to know that Yahweh Shem Shai promised a deliverance. All right, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. See that? Then they gonna try to call on the Lord. We ain't gonna hear him, because he been calling out to them this whole time. But that's why wisdom and knowledge is needed to keep us stable, because we're coming into some very shaky, very rocky, very unstable times. But through this word, we shall remain stable. So call Allah Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Rakakwadash. Hope you edified. Shalom.